What's good, y'all? Welcome back. I'm gonna give you 5 jobs that will make you a millionaire in 2026, and you don't even have to have a degree. So take some notes. I'm about to drop you the sauce, okay? Pay attention. Number 1 on the list, being a car broker. One of my personal favorites. I was actually a car broker right after college for about 4 to 5 years of my life, and I made a lot of money. Now, what is a car broker essentially? Customers call you to get them any car that they want for a good deal without the client ever having to go to the dealership to talk to a salesman manager. You deliver the car to their house along with paperwork, and it's that easy. It's hassle-free, convenient, and a lot of people, even myself, till this day, use a car broker to buy a car. I do not like going to dealerships. Now, why is it powerful? You have 0 inventory risk, so you never have inventory, which is a great thing. It's high ticket commissions. One deal can make you 1,000, couple thousand, 5, 10K if you're dealing with luxury cars or selling luxury cars. Now, how do you make money? You can make 5 to 10% per transaction. You get a finder's fee. You could add a broker's fee. Back in my day, I charged a $285 broker fee. And then I added my commission within the deal. And how that works is, for example, my vendors and my dealerships I have connections with, if somebody were to call me and be like, hey, Sam, I want a Lexus, brand new, gray, red seats. I'm like, okay, bet. I call my Lexus connections, my Lexus dealerships. Let's just say the price is 30 grand for a car, right? They'll give me my price. Let's just say it's 30 grand MSRP, but my price is 22K MSRP. And from there, I can mark it up to like 25 grand and I'll get 3K commission off of that deal. But I have to stay competitive within the market, and I want to make sure my customer is satisfied with the pricing. Now, some example numbers. Let's just say you do 5 deals a month. 8,000 commission each brings you like 40,000 or so per month. That's about 480K a year. And you can scale to a team and make $1 million plus. See, the thing is with me, I didn't stay in the game long enough to build my team. Because if I was still in the industry today, I would have a huge car broker company. Now, how do you start? You have to learn car values. When I first started, I did know a lot about cars itself, but knowing the brand names is very important. Number 2 is you gotta know the market. How much do they cost? Even used cars, because I did broker some used cars as well. The next thing you could do is you could work at an existing car brokerage and kind of learn while you're in there and learn from the guys that are already doing it. And eventually you could branch off and start your own thing. You got to build dealership relationships, vendor relationships, fleet managers, all that good stuff, right? You got to just build your connections so that way you have your suppliers, your vendors, and that's how you get them cars to the clients. And you just gotta post on TikTok, IG, social media. Every time I would sell a car, I would take a picture with my client, next to the whip, and that's how I would get leads. I never did a paid ad, which is crazy. Number 2 on the list, junk removal business. Let me take a sip for that. Now, what is it? You remove trash, furniture, appliances, construction debris, and you charge a premium price for the convenience. Now, why is it powerful? It is always in demand. It's recession proof, and people hate doing it themselves. It's kind of like having a moving company, which kind of aligns with the same thing right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't want to move their stuff. They hire movers. That's what I do. I'm always moving, and I don't like to move stuff myself. I like to pay for the service because it saves me a lot of time. Same thing with trash. If you got a lot of trash, if you're on a construction site, you want to hire professionals to clean that up for you. And companies and construction companies will pay a premium for that. Now, how do you make money? Now, you can charge per load, $300 to $800 plus. Dump fees could be $50 to $100 plus. Profit margin could be 60% plus. Some example numbers. Let's just say you did 3 jobs a day. Times 500, that's like $1,500 a day. That's like 45K a month. That's like 500K a year. And that's just with one truck. Let's just say you had multiple trucks. Eventually, when you get to that point, you start hiring, people to do it for you and whatnot. You start hiring people to be on your team. That's $1 million plus. Guys, you got to think big, think big. Now, how do you start? Get yourself a pickup truck and a trailer. Do some local SEOs, right? You could go to some construction sites and see who's removing their trash, who's cleaning it up for them, and see if you can beat whoever's doing it at a cheaper price. Just saying, it's just an idea. You can even post stuff on Craigslist. I know Craigslist is so OG, but Facebook ads, Craigslist, you just gotta put yourself out there. You gotta talk to a lot of people and you can make it happen. It's not the easiest. You could make a lot of money doing this. Number 3 on the list, being a sports consultant. Now, this is something that I do right now. I have a sports consulting business. What is it? People contact me for sports advice on games, on teams, on players, etc., etc. I'm like a tout at what they say back in the day. I'm so knowledgeable about sports. People ask me what they need to do when it comes to, sports betting, for example. As a sports consultant, you are selling strategy, not guessing. Now, why is it powerful? It's digital, which equals infinite scale. You have no inventory. You have high trust, because when you're winning a lot and you're giving great insight and analytics, and that translates to dubs, right? Wins, you get high trust and reoccurring revenue. Now, how do you make money doing it? You have your monthly memberships, you have courses. I don't do courses. You have your consulting, and then you have your VIP groups. You can have a platform where people pay every month to get your knowledge, your sports analytics, etc., right? I mean, I guess some people can call me a professional sports bettor, sports consultant for one of the many things that I do, but I'm just very, very good when it comes to sports. Like, I have an immense knowledge about the game, and that's why people trust me. Now, some example numbers, everyone can charge differently depending on how good they are, right? Let's just say you have 1,000 members, you charge $50 per member. That's like $50K a month. That's like $600K a year. You get that up to more members, that's $1 million plus, especially if you're creating apps, selling courses, whatever the case may be. Now, how do you start? You gotta understand sports first of all, okay? You gotta learn the game. It's easier when you grew up with it, which I did. Like since I was a kid, you just know the history of most sports. You're already ahead of the game if you're there. The next thing is you gotta build documented results. You gotta prove that you know what you're talking about. You know how to win if it comes to sports betting, for example, and you know how to choose the right plays and have an edge and know which plays have the highest probability of winning for you and your members. You gotta grow an IG and TikTok, showing these results, showing the process, showing what you're doing. And then you can create, a Telegram group, a Discord group, another platform where you can charge a subscription and have all these people join this group so they can see your plays and whatever that is. But the most important thing, you just gotta know the game. You just gotta know sports. You gotta know what you're talking about, and you just have to win. If you can do that, people are gonna trust you. All of America loves sports, and people like to make money doing it. So everyone does it, and if you're good at it, people are gonna pay you. Now, number 4, this one's very interesting. A boat detailer. Now, what is it? You clean, you wax, you polish, you restore boats, okay? Yachts. Now, think about that, yachts. That's gonna take a whole day to clean. Rich people equals dirty yachts equals money. Now, why is it powerful? You have high income clients. You get repeat business because if you do a good job, they're gonna stay with you. These rich folks are gonna stay with you. And you get seasonal contracts. Now, how do you make money? You could charge anywhere between $300, depending on the size of the boat, you can charge $300 to maybe $2,000 plus per job. You have monthly maintenance plans. You can upscale to waxing and restoring and all that good stuff, right? There's ways to just upsell people if it's needed. What are some example numbers? If you do 3 boats a day, this is just conservatively speaking, 3 boats a day times 800, that's $2,400 a day. That's $60K a month in a season. That's like $500K annually. You get a crew, you get more contracts, that's $1 million plus. I'm telling y'all. Now, how do you start? You gotta learn, marine detailing. You gotta understand the game. If I were you, I would literally work for someone that's already doing it, or work at a yacht dealership and whatnot, and just kind of see what's going on. Get some knowledge about that. Go to Newport Beach, or go to an area where there's a lot of yachts parked and find people cleaning boats and ask them if you could work under their wing. Partner with dock managers. And to build your clientele, offer a discount. If somebody's already cleaned Bill Gates' yacht and he's charging like 10 grand and you're like, hey, I'll do it for 5 grand. You might get that job, just saying. The key angle is you're cleaning rich people's toys. Cheers to that. Number 5, this one is super interesting. Escape rooms escape room businesses. Y'all ever been to an escape room, like where it's like you got to figure out the puzzle or whatever to escape and, you know, get to the next step or the next room or whatnot? That's what I'm talking about. It's a physical entertainment business where groups pay to solve a puzzle in themed rooms. Now, why is it powerful? You get repeat customers because it's fun. You know, you could do it in a group, do it for birthdays, corporate bookings, etc., etc. Man, people always want to go to these things. They want to have fun. Kids love to do it. You know, everybody loves to do it. Okay, I've done like at least 10. Now, how do you make money? You can charge $30 to $50 per person. It's groups of 6 to 10 people, right? For example, and then you got corporate packages that you go to certain companies and businesses and just give them corporate packages, and they'll do it for that camaraderie, right? The Lakers might want to do it too. Like go hit up LeBron James, man. He might want to do it. So what are some example numbers? Let's just say there's 8 rooms, 5 sessions a day, times 8 people, times 35. That's like 11K a day potentially. That's like 300K plus per month, y'all. Do you not understand? That's crazy. Now, how do you start? You want to lease a small warehouse, right? Just for shits and gigs, just for starters. You want to build a theme room. This could get a little pricey depending how you do and how you're able to go about it. But if people are out here flipping houses and whatnot, you could do that too, but just build a theme room. Number 3, you hire game masters. And then you just market it on Google, social media, bring people in, make TikTok videos, show them the theme room. Like, people are gonna show up, man. And then you get repeat customers. They're gonna tell their friends, and then they're gonna tell their friends and their friends and their friends. And all of a sudden, you got all this money coming in. And now you can start and open another escape room, and then another and another. But that's if you're willing to put in the work. You get paid for people having fun. Now, these 5 ideas are so fire, y'all. Like, if y'all don't start one of these right now, and I'm giving you the sauce, the method, the blueprint, if you don't start one of these or try, man, I don't know what to tell y'all. Like y'all just lazy as fuck, to be honest, if you don't. But with that being said, let me know which one was your favorite out of the 5 I listed. Drop it in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next video. Dubs all day. Much love, y'all.
You don't have to go and call me back. Been 6 months since you stabbed my back. When he don't work, I know you'll be back. So when you call me, just know